Mr. Tonko, if you'd start us.
My pleasure. And Mr. Garamendi, thank you for bringing us together during this coming hour so that we can address what is the most critical issue, jobs and the economy. The American public speaks overwhelmingly, to make certain that that is our highest priority here in Congress. In every public opinion survey that you've seen in the last several months, it's about jobs. It's the pledge that we have made since I've been here as a member of this House. As Democrats in this House, we have been pushing the agenda for jobs. We believe there's no other higher priority. I think of the 8.2 million jobs lost during the Bush recession, when there was a woeful neglect of the manufacturing sector, of the ag sector of our economy. It was dedicated and directed towards service sector, primarily the financial industry and the investment community. We know what happened. There was not stewardship over that arena. There was not the sort of watchdog application, and we allowed for many people to be hurt by that painful recession, where their lifetime's worth of savings was invested through portfolios of investment on Wall Street, and because of the greed, they got brought down, and people were left hurting, losing their homes, losing their lifetime savings, and 8.2 million jobs lost to this American economy. So we have got to turn that around. We have begun carefully with the programs and the policies, working with this president, starting in the 111th Congress over a year or two ago, where we made certain that jobs were the highest priority. No, we put together a package of policies that would make certain that we would grow jobs in America. We began with some very strong efforts to invest through the Recovery Act in those industries that need that sort of launching, that we could somehow take this clean energy agenda, their industry, the innovation economy, and make it work for America. And that affects people in the elements of trades on over to the PhDs. And we saw what happened. In the last year, for instance, 1.5 million jobs added from the private sector column. Now our friends want to put on this cut in domestic programs that every think tank has forewarned would cost us jobs. In fact, many are suggesting 700,000 jobs would be lost if these cuts to the domestic investments that are so important to America's working families would be allowed to have happen. So we need to go forward with a very thoughtful plan that enables us to not only grow jobs, in fact, jobs not yet on the radar screen, but to grow jobs in a way that can allow us to compete, and compete effectively on the global scene, in that global marketplace, because I agree with the President on this notion. Whoever wins this race on clean energy, the global race on innovation, will become the exporter of energy intellect, energy ideas, innovation. We saw it happen decades ago with the global race on space, and America embraced that with passionate resolve and said, we are going to win this race, we're going to invest. President Kennedy set a tone that was a winning tone. It engaged everybody. We worked as a team in this country. People came together in a bipartisan, spirited way, and all we talked about was investing in science and technology and engineering. And guess what? We won that race because we embraced it with passionate resolve. And it wasn't just the poetry of landing a person, an American, on the moon first, where he was quoted as saying, one small step for man, one giant step for mankind, but it was the unleashing of several elements of technology that pervaded every sector of development out there, from healthcare to education to communications to energy generation. And it was using new technology, making the difference by embracing that technological advancement. We not only won the global race on space, but created all sorts of technology, science and tech investment in our American industries, in our American fabric. That made a difference, and that's the sort of synergy, that's the sort of focus, laser-sharp focus we need today. Not the cutting and dismantling of R&D investments that enable us, empower us, give us the muscle to win the global race on innovation, but also to have the sort of human infrastructure developed through investments in education. That's where we need to be. This conference, the Democratic conference in this House, has made it its mantra. Make it in America. Bring it back. Rebuild America. Let's show the hope to the American public. Let's make a difference. Let's win this global race on innovation. We can do it, but we won't do it if we disinvest in America, which is happening on this floor. The attempts to disinvest in America will set us back.
Thank you, Mr. Tonko. I would also